You're so pretty.
This Free Spirit Talks is going to start with me killing Addison.
She could not find the start button, which was right in front of her face.
You know, I was doing a training video last night and I couldn't figure out how to turn the video off because I was doing it on my phone and I didn't see the little X box at the top.
You're so
On
pretty.
my phone,
Like
and I went through
said.
this whole thing. So there, at the end of the video, I'm like, "Yeah, I'm having a tough time with this," and I'm like sitting there staring into
You're
my
living
phone.
up to your blonde.
I was like,
Cali
"Where the
girl
heck is the off switch?" Like, oh my goodness, it was 1 o'clock in the morning.
You were definitely living up to your Cali girl.
I'm having challenges. Challenges. I am definitely. I need to go get my roots done. You see it? See, people? I need to get my roots done and to make myself more blonde.
Sounds good.
Although then I was looking at Kat's hair today. I was watching a training. I was like, "Hey, she's got this figured out."
Yeah, she's
like
the
all the
ombre.
way down, dark down here,
She
and
did the
then
ombre.
blonde. Yeah, and I was like, I could do
I know.
that. I could do that. That would be cool. Maybe then I don't have to worry about my roots so much. But that's not what we're talking about on Free Spirit Talks.
No.
Hair. What
No,
was
that
the
could be
one?
a fun. That could be. I love
We
hair.
could
I
do
love
like
talking
a-
about my hair.
We could do like a girls' Free Spirit Talks and talk about all the props of being a woman. Like, you know, the things that
Woman
we have
props?
to, yes, woman props. Like, we
Woman
gotta go get our
props.
nails done, we have to get our hair done,
Mhm.
get, you know, the different makeups that women wear, picking out the right scent, that time of the month.
Oh my god.
Making
Yeah, we could
decisions
totally.
around, making decisions in general, like just making a decision. That's a woman prop. We have issues with making a decision.
Yeah,
Yeah.
horrible.
Like-
horrible at making decisions.
So
Okay.
all right. See,
We're shared.
I was just killing time there. Actually, not really like killing time, although I have been watching this series. I keep talking about it. I talk about Unconscious Coffee. I talk about on training.
Concerned. I'm a little concerned
How to
about
Get
you
Away
watching How to Get Away with Murder.
It's a really good. It's a really good.
I'm
series.
sure it's a very good
It's a
show.
really good
However,
series. And you know
those
me, I
that
don't
know
watch-
you
I don't
know you
watch
should
TV.
not watch this show.
I don't watch TV and I don't get caught up in series, and it's like once a year I'll find something and I just get really into it. And granted, I was watching She's Gotta Have It, but that was shared to me by a certain someone who said that I was like Nola Darling,
Which you are.
which she's right.
Which
I
you
hate
are.
that one.
Especially in the last episode.
Yes. So that's a really good series too, and they're making a second one, so that's really good. But then I found this because Samantha, my oldest daughter, she said, "Oh, Mom, you've got to watch How to Get Away with Murder," and so I went on there and I started watching it. Oh my gosh, I am so addicted.
You already have
I am so
enough
addicted.
thoughts of
And I see where it's going because I mean I'm behind on everything, so I'm trying to catch up. But I can slowly see the plot. I now know what's going on. I'm like, this woman, she's smart. Like, she's smart. I'm taking notes.
Alrighty. Merry Christmas. Merry
So
Christmas.
if anybody in my life ever goes missing, it was not because I watched How to Get Away with Murder. But I did start this by saying that I'm going to kill her for saying that I'm so pretty.
I'm gonna stay on her good side. I'm gonna stay on her good
I've
side.
been wanting to do that. I was at this show, the Illusionist show, and the up close and personal chick who does all these card stuff.
Okay.
She kept going like this, like that. So I've been waiting for the opportunity to do it. So I'm blessing Free Spirit Talks with
Thank
my
you.
new little.
Thank you. Thank you.
There you go. Okay, our topic of today. Oh, by the way, I'm Kendall, and this is.
Allison!
Yay!
Yay!
Hi, Allison. Welcome to my humble home. Where we're going to talk about
Presents of
the
gifts.
presence of gifts.
The
We were
presence of
flipping
gifts.
that a million different directions.
Yeah, gifts of presents, presents of gifts. This is the first time we have not decided what we're talking about like 2 weeks in advance. We decided.
We actually discussed this
About
while I
5
was
minutes
drying
ago.
my hair.
Yeah.
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 Like, what are we going to be doing? What are we doing? So this is more conscious coffee style.
Because we're going to be present with
And-
what's going on.
Yep, and figure out exactly. So the topic is presents of gifts, and what a great topic actually for the season.
Yeah.
As we sit here and there's all these presents in front of us because my Christmas tree is right across from where we're sitting with all the presents underneath there, and you know, I think that the big issue, I don't know, you're probably seeing this with your clients or different conversations that you're having inside and outside the office. And just in general, I think that a lot of the times at this time of the year, we get so focused in on the materialistic, the things that we're getting, and we're trying to one up last year. We're trying to one up our friends, our partners, our, like, it's just like, oh, well, I know that person, and we share what we got each other with certain people, right? So it's like, oh, I know that you got that, so I'm going to go get this, and
whose gift are they going to like better?
Whose gift are they going to like better? Who's got the bigger, badder gift? And
who spent more money? How many packages are under the tree?
And the value is coming in how much you're getting as far as that tangible gift underneath the tree and the value of it. I think it's all bullshit. And I'm not saying it because I don't want to go buy a bunch of presents. I've done those big Christmases. I've done those years where, there was this one year when my older kids, they were probably in like higher grades of elementary, and we went to Grandma and Grandpa's house, and they had the whole dining room and kitchen. There's big tree there, and the whole dining room and kitchen had these presents coming out, because at that time there was like maybe 8 grandbabies that were there, and then like 3 kids, right? And then Grandma and Grandpa and spouses, of course. So we were all there, but this room, it probably took us about 4 or 5 hours to work through the presents there. I mean, it was dinner time by the time we got done unwrapping the shit. And, oops, not supposed to cuss on Free Spirit Talks.
It's okay.
Beep. But it, and all I really remember from that, outside of just the stupidity of all of those physical presents there, the gifts, was the stress.
Yeah.
I remember the stress of that Christmas, and that Christmas was just, the kids were grumpy and unhappy with everything. They were working through all this different stuff. Paper was flying everywhere. They would open up a present and be like, and they'd toss it to the side. They would not even really be interested in what was there, because they were off to the next thing. So there was really no presence in receiving the gifts that they were getting. It was just about their, making it through, and the quantity, and every now and then they would come across something that they would like.
Yeah.
But they even would toss that to the side, because they were like, oh, what's that?
And they have to get through.
Right, they have to get through. And we were all kind of got caught up in that moment of just getting it all unwrapped.
Yeah.
And then going from there, and it was one of the most scattered, fragmented, stressful Christmases of my adult life that I can remember. And as a parent, I remember just going, I will never do this again, ever, because it was just crazy. And then I went through a phase where a couple years ago, I decided that I was going to skip out on all physical presents. There was not outside of stockings. I was going to do the stockings, and Santa only brings my kids one present. He doesn't bring them a bunch of presents. Each kid gets one present. And then the stockings get filled, and then everything else that everybody knows, that's from family, friends, parents, all that stuff, siblings. But this particular year, I decided that we were going to go on a cruise. It was going to create an experience. Now, there was stresses to that cruise in itself, but I can tell you, the memories from that Christmas far exceed the memories from the Christmas that was probably, I don't know how much got spent on that Christmas at Grandma's house, but all the 2 rooms full of presents was, I would opt for the experience and the connection and the laughter and the pictures and those moments. The first, I mean, like, we swam with dolphins, and we did really just cool things. We'd gone with some friends too, so it was like 2 families getting together. Went to Mexico, and we took all the kids with us, and it was just this beautiful experience that there's just this feeling there, and the presence level of that particular gift, I think, is by far better. And something, I mean, like, when my kids are 30, 40 years old, what are they going to remember? Are they going to remember the present that they got at Grandma's house when they were 10 in that chaotic year? Or are they going to remember the cruise that they got to go on, where everybody got to go together in those experiences?
Yeah. I know some of So I don't have actual, like, tangible children that came out of me, but I have lots